With the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia Sixers being out of the NBA playoffs, the New York Knicks have to go to the finals this year. If they don't, it is a failure of a season. I think everyone had the Knicks either going to the finals this year or maybe the Celtics, just depending on how the season was going to go. I mean, I'd definitely say the Knicks were favorites to go, especially, again, Halliburton gets hurt, so we were already kind of ruling out the Pacers to do what they did last year. Prior to the season, I don't think anyone thought Tatum would come all the way back, and the Celtics were going to have that good of a regular season. No way you thought Philly was going to get it done. No way you thought Detroit was going to be the number one seed, and I didn't believe in Cleveland at the time after last year. I think the Knicks were the favorites going in, and now it's been never this clear to see the path and the opportunity that the Knicks have because the stars have finally aligned for them. The Sixers take out the Celtics in 7 just for the Knicks to then play the Sixers and kill them. I mean, kill them in 4 games. And then all of a sudden, you are in the ECF and you've barely even sweat. And in the first round, you just dismantled the Atlanta Hawks. Yes, the Hawks gave you some problems, but let's be honest here. The Hawks had a couple good moments in those first 3 games. After that, it was pure domination for the New York Knicks, and that's really just how it's been. They have really not needed to try even that much in these 2 series. Yes, again, they got worked a little bit here and there by Atlanta, but in the grand scheme of things, the Knicks have had a ton of control over the teams that they played so far, and they've really just been coasting. And now with Cleveland tying up the series last night of this recording, it's 2-2. All of a sudden, that series is minimum going 6 games, especially with Detroit also playing physical basketball. I see both of these teams they're going to be beat up after the end of this series. And then you look at the Knicks. The Knicks are just hanging out. They just swept the Philadelphia 76ers. They're healing up. We'll see if OG can go for the ECF, but even for him, dealing with the hamstring, he still gets to heal up. This is the best possible just situation that you would want if you're a Knicks fan or if you're a Knicks player. Again, you get to rest before the Eastern Conference Finals, and in my opinion, you're going to be playing an inferior team. The seeding might not say it, but ask anyone right now that knows the sport. You're taking the Knicks over the Detroit Pistons because I trust the Knicks, number one, that they're just a more experienced team. We saw the matchup last year. They didn't necessarily handle Detroit, but they definitely, I wouldn't say they were sweating them. They took care of business last year against Detroit, and I trust the Knicks over the Cleveland this year. I mean, even right now at Cleveland, they go down 2-0 to the Detroit Pistons. Yes, they're fighting back. We'll see how this goes. But I've just seen so many inconsistencies already with Cleveland in the playoffs that I just haven't seen with the Knicks. And I also think just from a matchup standpoint, the amount of guards that the Knicks can throw at Harden and Donovan Mitchell, also mixing in, again, the wings with Bridges and OG if he's able to be healthy, I just don't see it going well for either of those teams. And that's why I say this has to be a finals run for the Knicks, because if they don't make it somehow, it is a failure. Again, it's just never going to be this easy in the East. This just feels like right now what we're seeing in real time. It's just one of those opportunities that you get once in a lifetime as a franchise where things just really go your way. Again, you handle the Sixers. The Sixers handle the Celtics for you, which in my opinion were probably your biggest threat moving into the playoffs if the Celtics would have beat the Sixers. And then again, you still match up against them well either way. So I wasn't even really as worried about that either. But regardless, that's just a hypothetical at this point. This is do or die for the Knicks. And the last thing that just makes me really, I guess I can't say I love the Knicks because I really don't. I'm a Sixers fan. It's actually very hard for me to love the Knicks. But just on a pure basketball level, it's the depth. It's the depth and really just the cohesive project that they built with this team. This team has been through a few runs now. I mean, they've been through a few runs. They've had to make some tweaks here. They end up trading Randall away. You eventually get Mitchell Robinson. You get Mikal. Look, you made some changes. You get OG as well. All these things have eventually turned into what they are right now. You even get rid of Tibbs last year for Mike Brown. And at times I've even questioned Mike Brown. But he's done a fantastic job coaching. I feel like he just completely outclassed Atlanta and completely outclassed the Philadelphia Sixers staff as well. He's just doing a great job, and he's getting the most out of this team, which is something we haven't been able to see in the last couple of years with them in the playoffs. And it's really the depth as well. The depth is just phenomenal. You have so many guys you can rely on when you look at this Knicks team. I mean, I trust Brunson. I trust Cat. I trust OG. I trust Bridges. I trust Hart. I trust Robinson when needed. I trust McBride when he needs to make a few shots. Shamit, Clarkson. There are so many guys on this team that you can trust in crunch minutes in the playoffs, and that's really what separates you right now in the modern day NBA. You look at a team like OKC, even a team like Boston the last couple years. One of the reasons that they've had success is because they are a deep team, a physical team, a long team, but that can also shoot the three. That's one thing that the Knicks all have. And I just think, again, if they don't capitalize on this opportunity, it's going to be a failure. Now, I didn't say that the Knicks were going to win the finals. I'm just being honest here. If the Knicks play the OKC Thunder, I'm not favoring the Knicks. But I just think that this is such a golden opportunity for them. And regardless if they even win the finals, I think that going to the finals would be successful. Of course, you want to win the finals. That's the goal of the entire season. But for a team that hasn't, been to the finals since the 90s, I think that would be considered a win. Of course, it would hurt the New York fan and, the organization as a whole. But just getting there, it just continues to show that they're taking that upwards trajectory, especially after last year. I mean, losing that series to the Pacers, you still kind of scratch your head and go, wow. I mean, maybe if game one just goes another way, the Knicks are able to do it, but it's just incredible that they lost to that team. Let me know what you guys think. I think the Knicks have to go to the finals. If you for some reason think that the Knicks not going to the finals is not a failure, please let me know why. I'd love to hear why. But yeah, that's all I have in this one. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like. If you like this type of content, feel free to subscribe. Again, let me know your thoughts down below. TikTok will be in the description. If you made this far, I greatly appreciate you. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, guys.